Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Galletto Rossonero here with you guys. Today we're talking Serie A, we're talking Classifica, we're taking a look. How does it look after 10 match days? A quarter of the season already in the bag. And so obviously some surprises on the top of the Classifica, some surprises in the middle, and some surprises at the bottom, obviously. So let's take a look immediately at the top. We see the first 8 positions, only 10 points separating 1 to 8. So a very close Serie A. Napoli obviously first, with Atalanta second, Milan third, Roma, Lazio 4-5, Udinese 6, Inter 7, and Juve 8. So obviously Napoli guys on fire. I don't think anybody expected them to be this good at the beginning of the season, especially after changing 3/4 of the backbone of this team. Koulibaly, Fabian Ruiz, Insigne, and Mertens with Ospina. All gone, guys, but they replaced them with good, talented players. And let me tell you this, they have a scary set of forwards. Why? Because Clamorosa is a superstar. Osimhen, we all know he's a great forward, but you know what? If Osimhen is having a bad day, no problem. Raspadori can come in. Raspadori is not having a good day, no problem. Simeone can come in, and that is their key to success. They have great forwards, guys, and they can score with almost anybody. Even in the Champions League, we saw the 2 games against Ajax, 10 goals against them. They beat Liverpool, they dominated them. Quick pace team, Spalletti doing some great work there. Atalanta, guys, it was a mystery about Atalanta. I didn't expect them to do so good. Honestly, there were rumors that maybe Gasperini was leaving. There was uncertainty. Is he staying? Is he leaving? We didn't know. There was a new ownership. He decides to stay. They invest some money on some good young talent, and you can see that he is doing well again. Obviously, Atalanta doesn't have the cups this year, the Champions League, Europa, or Conference, so they have a bit of an advantage on that side, but they are doing very well. Third place, guys, my Milan team, 23 points out of 30. Only one loss this season against Napoli, where they actually played very well, and they could have and should have scored a tying goal. They have a tie against Atalanta. Milan, in the top 8 teams, is the only team that has met 5 direct opponents. So they played against Napoli, they played against Atalanta, they played against Juve, they played against Inter, they played against Udine, and the only loss came to Napoli. So a good start for my Milan team. Obviously, a lot of injuries as well. It's not an excuse, but they are doing very well. The Roman teams, I expected them to do this good, guys. I gotta be honest. I really thought Roma, with the addition of Dybala, was going to change this team. He has, and unfortunately, he's injured now. So we'll see what they do. They have a bit of problems scoring goals. We saw it even yesterday against Sampdoria. They won 1-0, but the incredible amount of chances in the second half for Zaniolo, he couldn't bury it. But they're lacking up front. Without Dybala's illuminations, they are a bit lost. Lazio, Sarri doing a very good job. Like what he's doing with the team. And we see that when you do a team for his type of soccer, it can really produce great results. So good Lazio. Udinese, guys, Udinese for me, a surprise. I always put them mid-table because they always find a way to have a good Serie A season. They're never in danger of relegation or stuff like that. But this year, obviously exceeding the expectations. Could they keep a spot in the top 6, 7 for the European Cups? I am not sure. Obviously, Inter Juventus will come back eventually. Already we saw Inter 4 games with 4 victories. So after the losses to Milan and Lazio, they beat Barca twice. They won 2 straight games in Serie A. Inzaghi inventing Çalhanoğlu as a regista basso so far is paying off. Taking out Andanovic, putting Onana. Good moves by Inzaghi. And so Inter, we can see a bit of waking up on their side. Juve, they beat Torino last weekend, 1-0. Vlahovic scoring an important goal. Hard to say because it was a good game, but Juve still lacking. Chiesa is about to come back. Pogba is probably coming back soon. They lost Bremer, 20 days injury, so we'll see how the defense shapes up. He took out Bonucci. It did a bit of a difference. We'll see if they can continue. We'll see their games this weekend. But guys, Juve can't go with the way they were going, so I'm sure they're gonna bounce back. From 9 to about 15, not too many surprises there, except for the fact that Torino and Fiorentina are doing so badly. I thought it would be maybe in like 9th or 10th. Yes, you're going to say Torino, Empoli, they're there. But Torino, I expected more, especially after bringing in some good talent at the end of the calciomercato. Vlasic is a great player. Biranchuk is a good player. But Juric seems to have given up. He's not the same. I don't think he was happy with the way things went down, and it kind of shows on with the way Torino plays. Same thing with Fiorentina, Italiano. They have a big problem is that they can't score any goals. They don't have a center forward putting it in right now, whether it be Jovic, Cabral, name them. They can't score for their life. They only scored 8 goals in 10 games, and they allowed 12. So they're -4 so far. Guys, they won't end up doing nothing if they continue like that. And I'm sure that the fact that they're in the Conference League also doesn't help. More games, they might not be used to it. So horrible start to the season for Fiorentina, let's be honest. Salernitana, good season for them. Empoli, Sassuolo, as usual, I thought they were going to do well. Empoli maybe a bit less. Sassuolo always put them 9-10. So that's where they are right now. Monza, after a horrible start, guys, finally creeping up their 14th spot. The last 4 games, they have 3 victories and a draw, I think. I don't know if they lost the last one, but this weekend. But anyways, a bit of revival in them as well. They had lost their first 5 games. So they're slowly coming together. Also after a coaching change for them. Lecce, okay start to the season. They're una nuova promossa. It's a bit harder for them. So, okay so far. The biggest surprises for me are Bologna, Verona, and Sampdoria at the bottom. So, Verona, Sampdoria are in the relegation spots. Bologna not too far off. But Bologna, even though they replaced Mihailovic, nothing's happening for them. It's simply horrible. Not sure why, but it's not working out this season. Verona, they just released Schioffi as head coach. Bocchetti came in. We saw it against Milan, a good Verona team. Will he be able to turn them around? We'll see, but it's going to be very hard. 5 straight losses in their straight 5 games. Sampdoria, Giampaolo. You wanted to go with Giampaolo. This is what you get. No victories so far this season. 3 draws and 7 losses. They replaced him. They put Stankovic. He lost yesterday against Mourinho. What will they do? We don't know. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. Like and subscribe, guys. Like I said, Verona, Sampdoria, honestly, I didn't think they were going to be struggling so much, but they are. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. Like and subscribe.